Hello everyone, my name is Emmanuel, and in today's video I'm going to show you how to use Elementor Pro to set up a shop and your products for your WordPress website. So I'm going to be teaching you how to use Elementor Pro to design your shop and also how to use it to design the layout for your products. So let's go ahead and get started with that. And before we do, please remember to like this video so that YouTube can recommend it to more people who are also looking for help. And if you like these kinds of videos and want to learn how to do web design and how to use Elementor more, make sure you subscribe for more videos like this that I make every week. All right, so to get started, we're going to go to the dashboard of our website. And if you don't already have this, just some basics that you need to have. Under plugins, you need to have WooCommerce, which is the actual, shop. So you make sure you have WooCommerce installed. That's going to create your shop page and your product pages in case you don't already have that. And under products and WooCommerce, that's where you set up your actual product information. I'm assuming you've already done this and you just need help with the Elementor design part. So I have my products here in my store, but if I go here to the actual website and I go to the shop, we can see what that looks like. We can see that right now it has just the basic, theme layout. Your theme will automatically generate a design. This one is just with Elementor's Hello theme. It's very plain, it's not pretty, it's not exciting. And if you click one of the products, you'll see the same thing. It's pretty plain, it's not very exciting, it's, pretty dull. You can't really control, how anything looks or where anything is. So let's go ahead and use Elementor Pro to actually customize our shop page and our product page. So we're going to go back to the dashboard. We're going to go to templates under Elementor right here, templates. We're going to click right there. We're going to click add new, and we're going to choose product archive. So this is actually our shop page. So I'll call it the shop. So this is actually the layout where all the products are shown. So we're going to click create template. And we can see that it kind of has some pre-made ones. And if you like these, you can just click insert and it will kind of do it for you. But these are pretty generic. They're not that nice. So we're going to be making our own custom one. So we're going to close this right here. So here we have our regular blank canvas that we can work on. And we can actually start adding in elements to make it look nice. So we can, for example, add in here our products. We can just go ahead and drag this in. And there's two versions of it. So if we go back here to see everything, we have this archive products, and we have also this products element. So let's just compare them, see which one we want to use. So this one lets us choose the number of columns and rows, and also a query. So we can choose if you, for example, have different categories and you only want to choose a specific category, you can. So for example, you can do like latest products, only things that are on sale, only things that are featured. Or you can even just say, hey, only include a specific term, which is a category. Right now, I don't have any category set up, but you could just, make them just by category. So that's this products element right there. And this archive one, let's see what options we have. This one lets us use our theme settings. That's why it says that, some of the settings have to be done through the theme. Depending on what theme you have, these will be different. And then under style, we can make some changes to the title, ratings, price. Let's see if this one lets us do the same thing. Style. And we can change a lot of the same things. Okay, so I'm going to use this one right here. I kind of don't like the whole going through the theme, because every theme is different, and then some themes have settings for one thing and other themes don't have settings for another. So I'm going to remove this just by right click and delete, and we're going to use the products element. So here it is. The first thing I want to do is add a title to this page to make it look a little bit nicer. So I'm going to click plus. I'm going to add another section right here, and just a normal section, and we're going to drag and drop in a heading just like that. And we can just write here shop so that people can know it's the shop page. And let's make it white because we're going to add a background here. So we'll add a background to this section by clicking on the section, going to style, backgrounds, and we can choose a classic image, and we'll choose an image. From here you can upload a photo from your computer or one that you already have in your media library. I'm going to use one that I already have, which is this one, and click insert. And here we have some settings for how we want the image to look. So I always choose center. I always choose default for this, repeat, default, and then size, cover. And then we need to make this a little bit wider, a little bit taller. So I like to go here into the row settings, go to layout. And here where it says height, you can choose how tall this is supposed to be. So under height, we can click minimum height. And I like to use a VH measurement. So we can do maybe, let's say 25%. That looks pretty good, pretty nice. We can make the title a little bit bigger by clicking on it, going to typography, going to size, and maybe 25 looks good. Let's try that. Maybe 45 or 50. It looks good. 50 looks good. It's a little bit hard to read the text, so we can actually add a slightly dark background on top of the image here. Let's go back here to the section. Let's go back to style, and here we have our background image. If we scroll down, there's a background overlay we can add. And we can choose type, classic. You can add another image and then have like 2 images on top of each other, but that looks a little crazy. So I'm just gonna go to color, choose black, and then we can choose the opacity of this overlay. So if I do 100%, it will cover everything in black, and if I do 0, it will not even be there. So I can do maybe, let's say 30% or maybe 35, let's see. And then that way you can see the image, but you can also makes the text easier to read. So we have a nice little heading there for our page. Next, I feel like this element here is a little bit too close to the heading. We want to add a little bit of space above here. So we'll click here on the entire section. We'll go to advanced, and here under padding, we want to unlink the values. And then here where it says top, maybe 30. Yeah, that looks good, 30. And 30 on the bottom as well. That way it's not touching the footer too much either. So here we have our setup for our shop page, and now we can start working on how the design of the actual product is going to look. So we can click right here on the products to edit their styling. So we have a lot of different options. So one thing I want to do is kind of round off these images so that they're not so sharp. It looks a little bit more organic. So under border radius, we can put 20, and that will round off the image. It looks a little bit nicer that way. All right, title color for this text. I wanted to match the colors that I've used on the rest of the website, which is this green and this brown. So you can click on the color and you can choose whatever color you have. And if there's a color that you like and you want to keep using it, if you click this plus, it will save that color so that you can always use the same color. You don't have to search for it or search for the color code every time. So that's what I've done. Once you click the plus, the colors you've saved will show up right here in this little globe icon, and these are the colors that I've saved. So I'll click this green, which looks really nice, or I could even do this brown, which also looks good. There it goes. So I'm gonna do the name in green, like that, and then the rating, well, there's no rating on these. The price, let's see, maybe in brown. Let's see how that looks. That looks pretty good. Regular price, whenever that shows up, it'll also be in brown. The button colors. Okay, so for the button, for example, we could do maybe the button text in brown and the button background in green. Let's see how that looks. Oof, I do not like how that looks. Let's try it the other way around. Maybe the button in brown. Oof, I do not like how that looks either. Okay, so let's do maybe green background and a white text. Okay, that looks much better. And all the buttons on the website have a radius, so I'm going to make sure that these have it too by adding here a border radius. I think 20 should be enough. Perfect. This is how the other buttons in the website look, and I want it to match. All right, so there's some spacing that we can do. We can leave it at maybe 10. Yeah, that's fine. All right, so the box, if I'm not mistaken, the box means like the box that this is in. Let's see, let's do a background color to see what changes. There you go. So you see all these things are like in a box. Now, because the images that this customer has used are not the same size, I am going to use a box so that it looks uniform, because if not, the shop will look a little bit crazy. Some themes have options to make the images the same size, some don't. So depending on what theme you have, you might run into some complications there. So what I'm gonna do is pick brown, but I'm gonna choose a lighter shade of it. So let's put this all the way down. Very light shade. almost, actually, let's see if we can get a little bit more tan on that brown. Let's see. Okay, that looks a little bit better. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, I want like a little bit more orangey, lighter color. Okay, that looks much better. Now we need to add some spacing so it's not so cramped. Let's try 20. And let's add a border radius to this, 20. There you go. Now it looks a little bit more uniform. Maybe 10. 20 seems like a lot. All right, cool. So this looks more uniform. And tiger bark is looking a little sus. Anyways, border color, I'm going to leave it just like that. All right, perfect. And let's click publish right here. Add a condition. This is basically letting the website know where do you want this template to show up. And it's going to show up for all product archives. So wherever products are displayed in the list, we want to use this. So let's click save and close. And let's preview it by clicking the little eyeball icon. Preview. All right, so this looks really nice, really good. It's a nice custom shop page. We can add a few things to make it a little bit more exciting. So for example, one thing that I like to do is add a search bar. So if we go here to all the options and we type in search, there is a search bar that we can add in here. And that way, if somebody wants to find a product, if you have a lot of products, they can search for it instead of just having to look through all your products. So we'll add a search right there. And there's different skins for it. Like there's a minimal search, full screen, and a classic search. So what I'll do is I'll put the search actually right here under the shop. And I'm going to divide this in two to make it so it's not so big. There you go. So there's the search. And I'm going to click here to edit it. So let's go to style to change the colors. Let's do the background color in white. Nice. All right, the text color, I believe the text color means this background right here. Let's check. No, the text color is actually the text. Whoops. All right. Oh, here's the button options. So let's do the button in green and white, just like these buttons right here. And that looks really good. Input, we went through this, looks good. Border radius, let's try to match it. Okay, that looks neat. Everything looks good. Everything matches. Let's click update. Perfect. So now let's preview that. It's going to load up here. So now we have a new shop page with a little search option here and our products showing up, and it looks pretty uniform, given that the images are not perfect, but it looks good. It looks uniform. Nice. So we've set up the shop page now. This is what it looks like whenever somebody goes to click a category or shop area. But what happens when somebody actually clicks on a product? So let's click, for example, right here on Tiger Bark. So we still need to customize this section because it looks, our shop page looks really nice, our website looks really nice, but this looks really plain. So the next step is to create a custom page, custom template for the actual products. So to do that, we're going to go back. Well, we can close out of this shop area already. We can close out of there. So now we're going to go back to our dashboard and we're going to go to Elementor templates and we're going to click right there. We're going to click add new. We're going to click product, single product right here. And we'll just call it product. Just like that, and click create template. And just like before, we have some pre-made options here. But since these don't really fit the style that I want to do it in, I'm gonna skip this right here. We're gonna close out of here. We're gonna make our own section. So what I want to do is I want to have a picture of the product right here on the left, really nice and big, the name of the product, description of the product, the price, and the quantity. Those are the things that I want to have on this page. So we're going to start off by creating those two sections. We're going to click plus, and we're going to create two sections right there. And on this side, we want to have the product image. So I'm going to go here to all our elements, and we're not going to drag in like a regular image. Like, don't get that confused. We're going to drag in specifically, the product image. So let's look for that right here. So right here, product images. We're going to drag that in. That way this template will automatically fill in, you know, depending on whatever product they click, the correct image for that product. All right, so we've added it in there. So we want to customize it so that it matches, you know, everything else we've done. So we're going to add a border radius just like we've done to all the other images, 20. All right, we want to give it some space here between the top. So let's click right here and let's go to advanced and let's unlink the padding. Let's do 30 at the top. Whoops, 30 and 30 at the bottom, like we've done for the rest. All right, looks good. Let's go back to the image here. All right, so thumbnail type, border radius. That's about it. We don't really need to edit any more on as far as the image. Let's see, advanced. There aren't really any settings that we want to really mess with here. All right, so now let's start plugging in the information about the product. So we go back here to all our elements, and we're gonna need a product title, of course. So that's gonna load in there. And we're gonna need a product description, right? Product description, here we are, short description, bring that in there. There you are. Then we're also gonna wanna have a price, product price. And the price we can put above the description. I kind of like having it right there, you know, right? You know, people are gonna know what they're paying for. And here's the description. And last but not least, we need an add to cart button so that people can actually add it to their cart. Here we are, add to cart. Let's put it right there. And that automatically has the quantity option as well. Beautiful. All right, looks good. So we have our product, our product information. Actually, let's move this down. Let's see how that looks if this is up here. Okay, actually, you know what? I like how this looks a little bit more. Let's make the picture a little bit smaller and this side a little bit bigger. Let's see. There you go. That looks good. So I want the text color to match the other colors on the website. So I'll click right here. I'll go to style, and I want this to be brown. All right, and then the price is already in the right color of green, I believe. Let's just double check and make sure it's there. The add to cart button, let's go to border radius here, and let's make it the same as everything else. And the background color, let's make it the same as everything else we have on the website. Quantity, can we add a border radius to this? Oh yeah, that looks pretty good. But actually, let's maybe do less, maybe 10. Yeah, that way it's easy to read, especially if you have 2 digits, it's a little bit easier to read. So that looks good. Variations, we don't have any variations for these products, so we don't really need to work on that. All right, so this looks pretty good. We might want to add a background color. Let's see here if we add one. Style, background type, and let's see if it'll look good. It might not. Let's try like a light green. I don't really feel it. Maybe we can do a light brown like we did on the other page. Let's try that. Let's see if this will look good. Just something so it doesn't look so white and empty. Okay, yeah, there's like a light brown or light yellow like this looks good. Let's add these things feel like they're too close together, so let's go to this row and add some padding around it. Advanced, let's do 30. And then let's do the same thing here, 30. There you go, just so everything has a little bit more room to breathe. And I kind of want to have the same exact, you know what, I want to have the same exact color that I had on the shop page. So let me go ahead and actually go to the shop page real quick, click preview. Come here to the shop page. Yeah, and I want to make sure I'm using the same color. So let's click to edit the shop page. We hover over Elementor, we click shop, and I'm just gonna pull this color code out just to make sure I'm using the same color throughout the site. So let's go here, let's go to style, and we're gonna see that color around here somewhere. Box, here it is. So we're gonna copy this color. We're gonna come back to product. And let's go to the section, color, and let's paste it. All right, that way they're matching. Okay, that looks good. And there's a really big gap down here. Let's see, advanced, why is that? Oh, 300, I put 300 instead of 30. Okay, perfect. It still feels like something is missing. So let's see if maybe I can maybe make this column white where the text is. And that way it kind of gives some division to things. So let's go to background. And let's make the column background white. And let's give it a border radius of 20, just like everything else. There we are. Yeah, that way, you know, things kind of have a little bit of dimension between, you know, what's the background and what's the content. That looks really good. And let's click publish, add a condition. We want to include this in all our products. Click save and close. And then let's click preview. And I didn't load the picture in, probably because it's a preview page. Let's go to the shop, and then let's click on a product, and there you have it. We have our product title, description, price, and add to cart with a nice background color. The image is right here, and we have the rounded corners. So now we've customized this product page to kind of fit better with the design of the rest of our website. One thing that I kind of don't like is that here, this starts at a different height than this, so I kind of want to fix that so they're the same. So let's go back to product, and what we have to do is probably just remove this gap from the top part of the column. So let's click on the column, and here where it says top, we want to unlink the values and put 0 here, and then click update. And as a matter of fact, you know, I might want the image just to be a tad bigger, so let's change this to 15 instead of 30, just so the image can be just a little bit bigger. And let's update that. And now we can see what that will look like. Let's go to shop and click a product. And there you go. So now they start evenly, and the information is nice and easy to digest, and everything looks like it fits and it matches. Awesome. Okay, so we've got our shop page and our product pages set up, which are the two most important ones. But there's just a few other things that we have to do. We have to, you know, we can kind of fix the design a little bit of like the cart page and the checkout page. So, you know, those, it's up to you whether or not you want to customize them, because, you know, they don't have to be super customized. So for example, if I click add to cart, we also need to add the actual cart to the menu is probably a good idea. I'll show you how to do that. But when you click add to cart, you know, people can view the cart from here. So we'll click view cart. And this is what the cart page looks like by default. It's a little plain. We can customize it. And if I click proceed to checkout, this is what the checkout page looks like by default. So we're going to go ahead and just customize these just a little bit, just so they kind of like, you know, they look nice and they kind of flow with the rest of the website. So let's go back one step and let's click edit page. And we can actually close out here. Well, actually, you know what? Let's leave this open, because we're going to use some of our previous work on these. So we're going to click edit with Elementor on the cart page. And what we're going to do is, while this loads the cart page, we're going to come back to our shop page that we just finished designing, and I'm going to show you how to recycle some of the stuff that you already made in the cart page, just to kind of speed up the process. So we're going to click edit with Elementor, and we're going to click edit the shop page. Now you could do all these things over again, but I'm just going to show you another way to just like reuse what you've made. So I can actually right click on this section here and click copy to copy the entire design. And I can come here, click plus, and click paste. So now I've actually have this heading area again. I can delete the search, since it doesn't really make sense here. But I can change this shop to cart. And I can remove this cart text from up here. To do that, go to the gear on the bottom left. And where it says hide title, turn that on. And there you have it. Now it says cart, and it's really nice. You know, it kind of matches the flow of the website. So here's the actual cart. Let's give this a little bit of space. So we'll click right here on the section. And let's go to advanced, and let's do 30 all the way around. All right, that, you know, gives it a little bit of space, makes it a little bit more, you know, concise. Let's click update right here. We can change the color of this link, I believe. Let's try. Let's go to the section. let's go to style, typography, link color, and maybe, let's see, what color would make sense? Would green make sense? That looks pretty good. Or maybe brown. That looks good too. All right. It also changes the color of this link, so let's see, maybe not like that. Let's try black. Okay, that looks fine. We can force the color on this cart page by using advanced, by going to CSS and adding here a little bit of custom code that will force the color to be what we want it to be. So, you know, we kind of have to, if you're lucky, you'll have a theme that will have that setting built in for you. I'm surprised Elementor does not have this built in, to be honest with you. The same way it does for everything else. But, you know, it is what it is. All right, so let's click preview right here. And there is our custom cart page. Let's click proceed to checkout. All right, now we're going to customize the checkout page. We're going to click edit page. We're going to click edit with Elementor. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come back to the cart page. We're going to copy this heading and we'll add the heading to the checkout page, sorry. Checkout, we'll put checkout here. And we'll go to the settings and get rid of the title. We'll add some spacing to this section. 30. And let's make the links black. So let's go to style, typography, link color, link color black, and text color black too. All right, there you have it. Let's click right here. Style, text color black. Perfect. And there you have it. Place. Okay, update here. And let's preview that. And here we have our custom checkout page. So there we have a custom cart page, looking good. And we have a custom checkout page, looking good. All right, so we can close out of here and close out of here. And we can close out of the shop. All right, so we got the shop page set up. That looks good. The tiger bark products. That looks good. Add to cart. View cart. Cart looks good. Proceed to checkout. Checkout looks good. Nice. Okay, so the last thing you probably want to do is, you want to have most e-commerce websites, they have the cart option up here, like they have a cart. I'm going to show you two ways to do it. Now, you can do it just by adding it to the menu, or you can do it by actually having a custom header. I've already made a custom header for this website. If you don't know how to make a custom header with Elementor Pro, the first link in this video description is a video that I have showing you how to make a custom header with Elementor Pro. If you're already using Elementor Pro, you might as well make yourself a nice custom professional header. So let's go to the dashboard, and first I'll show you how to add it to the menu if you want the easiest possible way to do it. So we'll go to Appearance, Menu, and what we'll do is, here is the cart page right here. Let's see, sometimes WooCommerce has orders, downloads. No, sometimes they have a custom like cart link. In this case, they do not. So let's do cart, add to menu, Elementor cart, save menu. And then what that will do is that now we have the cart button on our website. And if you click the cart button, it goes to our cart. So if somebody is on their shop and they add something and they've added a couple of products, they can click cart and it will go to the cart. So that's like the easiest way to do it. But it doesn't look that great. It's not as pretty. Let me show you the nice way to do it in case you want to put a little bit more time into this. So let's go to, first let's go back to the menu and delete that cart from there. So let's go ahead and remove this, delete, and let's save the menu again. All right, so what we're gonna do is, if you have a custom header, if you don't, then you have to, let me show you. You have to go to Elementor, templates, and this video is not on how to create a custom header, but let me show you. Templates, add new, header, and there you will make your custom header using the same steps, very similar steps to how we made custom templates for, you know, the shop and the products, you know, but in this time you're making it for the header. I already have a custom header set up. So on your website, you'll be able to click edit the header under Elementor, and it'll pull up the custom header that you've made. If you're making it for the first time, the way I like to do it is, you know, you have your navigation element, which is, you know, right here, navigation, you have your logo, and then you maybe have some contact details. Looks good. Now, another element that you can add is the menu cart. So we're going to drag and drop this right in here. And the benefit of this one is that it shows you a cart icon, it shows you how many items are in the cart, and it can even show you, you know, the amount of value you have in the cart. So what I like to do is I'm going to add another column just for this, and I'm just going to make our page a little crazy for a second, but I'm going to click on the menu cart here, and we're going to not show the subtotal. That way people keep shopping a little bit longer, right? Under style, we're going to have the color, let's see the color, let's do brown, just like our, actually let's do green. Icon color, green. Background color, let's see, green. Okay, actually, let's do this in white then. White, icon color in white. Border, what's the border? Border can be white. Border radius 20 or maybe 30. 20 is fine. Icon size, you can choose the size of the icon. 20 looks good. Cart, show divider, remove item. Count, no, we can leave that. Divider, don't know what that is. Subtotal, products, product title. Okay, these, I just set them up as brown. Product price, green. Buttons. The buttons, we set it up as green and white. So when you click this, it opens up like a little mini cart window. So that's why I'm just presetting all these colors. Just set up the same colors you've used throughout your website. And you'll see what it looks like in a second. Okay, I kind of hate this. Let's actually switch this. Let's make this white, and let's make the icon green. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. All right, beautiful. Looks good. I like how that looks. Spacing, padding. All right, cool. All right, so this does not need to be this big. We can shrink it a little bit, and we can move the menu so that the menu has more space. Come on now. Shrink this over here. Shrink this over here. Shrink this over here. And let's align this to the middle. Forgot to do that last time. Okay, great. So we have our logo, our menu, our shopping cart, and our contact details that we had there before. Let me align this to the... There you go. Okay, update. Okay, so we've quickly set up our menu, our shop menu right here. Let's close out of the other tab we had here and come back to our website. Okay, perfect. So now if I go home and I click on the little shopping cart, ta-da, it pops up this little shopping cart preview. And this looks horrible. Why does it look so ugly? Oh, okay, there you go. Okay, I was panicking. So you have to clear your cart for it to actually show what it's supposed to look like, apparently. I did not know that. This looks significantly better. Thank God. Okay, so let's just do... Okay, now that I know that, we'll remove the borders, because I just kind of did that because I wasn't sure what was happening. Let's remove the borders. Cart, divider, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Menu icon. Okay, border type, none. Border radius, 20. And button inline, products, divider, none. Cart, that is good like that. Menu is good like that. Okay, update this. Let's close. Let's clear this. And you have to add something new to your cart for it to like refresh the design. Apparently, I did not know that. Okay, add to cart, and let's view the cart. Okay, looks good. Looks good. Now we can see the cart at any time in this really nice preview view cart. That's going to take us here. Proceed to checkout is going to let us check out. All right, guys, in good conscience, I cannot leave you hanging with the ugly purple button. I cannot leave you guys hanging with the ugly purple button. Okay, so I did some research as to like, what's the easiest way to get this button to be the color that you want without it being like too complicated for you guys to do. I'm going to show you how to do it. It's super easy, okay? So here we are in the cart page. We're going to edit with Elementor, like we always do. And the theme that I'm using, which is Hello theme, doesn't have like a button option for some reason. If your theme does, then you'll be able to easily change the color like you would with any other button. But if your theme doesn't, like if you're using the Hello theme or another theme that doesn't have a setting for this button, I'll show you how to do it. We're going to click right here to edit this widget, this element. I mean, we're going to go to Advanced. We're going to go to Custom CSS. In the description of this video, the second link, okay? Stay with me here. It's going to be real easy. Don't worry. The second link is going to be to this website. And this website, a gentleman here provided this little bit of code that we're going to copy and paste. And it's going to let us change the color. So we're just going to copy and paste this gray part here from the website. Whoops, too much. We don't have to do... if you actually read the whole article, it's kind of telling you to like install a plugin that lets you do custom CSS, but we don't have to do that because Elementor has that built in. We just need to copy this little gray part right here. Okay, this is what the website looks like. Just scroll down and copy this little gray box right here. So I copied it. We're going to paste it in here. By default, he has it set up for them to be red. We're going to do, whatever color we want. So all we have to do, we can expand the Elementor box just to make our lives easier. Like this. Everywhere there it says red, we're going to replace that with the color that we want to use. So in my case, it's going to be like that shade of green that I've been using for everything. So I'm going to go here to my custom colors. I'm going to copy the color code, go back to Advanced, go back to the CSS here. Okay, and all I have to do is everywhere there that it says red or that it says a different color code, paste in the color that I want. So just click here, Command V. Oh, I think I have to put a number symbol. Whoops. Okay, yeah, number symbol. Let me copy this again. All right, so Command V, replace this one as well right here. Command V. Everywhere that you see red, Command V. Just paste in your color. Command V. Red, Command V. The white, you can leave the white. The white can be whatever it wants. It's just white. Command V. Oh shoot, I think I left an extra number in there. Command V. And this also Command V. And that's it. Okay, perfect. So now, look at that, guys. Our colors make sense. Everything is safe again. We love to see it. All right, let's click Update right here. It's a beautiful thing that we've done here. All right, perfect. Let's preview. I couldn't leave you guys with the ugly purple button. All right, so proceed to checkout. Let's close this here. And we're going to do the same exact thing with this button right here. Edit with Elementor. And we're going to copy this code again. And then when it loads, we're going to go to the element right here, go to Advanced, go to CSS, paste it in there, bam. It's going to make the button red, that's fine. We're going to expand this to make our lives easier. We're going to get our color code from our colors that we have saved, copy it, and we're going to paste it in everywhere that we see red or a different color code. So let me add the number symbol. Okay, there we are, and copy this. All right, so everywhere we see red, Command V. Everywhere we see a color code, Command V. Paste, 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 paste. And we're almost done. Stay with me here. I need the engagement for the videos. Come on, guys, stay with me here. Command V. Okay, perfect. And now it's green. Look at that, guys. It's beautiful. Okay, update. Update. We're updating it. It's updating. Beautiful. We love to see it. All right, guys. So let's preview here. Thank you guys so much for watching to the end of the video. I really appreciate it. We did it, guys. We have a beautiful green button, and it's not an ugly purple button anymore. Thank God. Thank you guys so much for watching. Remember to like this video so that the algorithm can show it to more people. Remember to subscribe if you like watching videos like this and learning about web design. Leave a comment if you have any question or if you got stuck with anything or if you just want to appreciate the video. Thank you guys so much for watching and have an amazing day. Goodbye.